What's up, everybody? This is Wilson for Wilson's Hobbies. We're going to be unboxing for you the Inmotion V9 electric unicycle. And as you see, it's right over there. Baby Yoda is protecting our wonderful e-wheel. And I've done an unboxing on this wheel already, and I'll tell you why I'm doing it a second time while we do our unboxing. So everybody, just make sure you press like and subscribe. Feel free to ask questions. This is all live, and I'll do the best I can to answer your questions. And we have our special guest, Yoshi, the Green Cheek Conure, and I'm wearing a hoodie to protect myself from bites. So you might see myself doing this every so often, and you might see some bird poop. Okay, so here we go. Let's switch our cameras up and switch that, and I think that's good. I think that's good, right? That's good. What's up, Spartacus? How you doing, man? Long time no see. Nice to see you. Okay, here we go. So we have a knife. We have Baby Yoda here. And can you hear me okay, Spartacus? Let me know. I have the gain turned up a little bit on my microphone, so okay, so let's find a good place to open this up from. I'm going to open it up from the back. That looks good. All right. Tape. So I'm unboxing this live for you guys. I'm actually glad to be able to do this live for you. I'm unboxing this the second time because the first unit that I had I guess it was a faulty eSIM card installed on it. So I believe it was a faulty eSIM card installed on my V9. So you need that card to connect to the Ride Connect feature. So I got a replacement. And if you notice, the box isn't orange. This time it's labeled V9. You have that consumer looking package here. So that's perfect. And audio is good. Spring is here. That's right, Spartacus. You probably can't see out there. Here, let's do something. Let me do something real quick for you guys. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Bring this up. Bring this up there. You guys probably will believe me anyway, but it is snowing outside. There it is. It's snowing outside. Let's zoom that in a little bit. We'll make that a new preset too. Snowing outside. All right. Oh, we need to bring that exposure back up. Exposure is back up. Okay, spring is here. Here we go. Now, I don't just rip apart my packages. I try to keep and preserve the packaging because you never know. You might need to send it back. Always keep your packaging. All right. Get rid of this. Let's put Baby Yoda right here. Perfect. Okay. We have the V9 manual. And this is actually pretty different here. On my unboxing that I had last time, the manual wasn't inside this type of packaging. If you remember in the unboxing of the other unit, it was actually in a plastic bag, a clear plastic bag, and it doesn't say E25. So this actually says V9 on this manual, on this box that I got. And also in that package comes adapter to pump your suspension with. Definitely save the box, says Spartacus. That's right. Okay. Okay, we got another box here. And geez, I have very limited space, so I'm going to be tripping over myself. We have a charger here. This charger is different. Ooh. Ooh. Remember it was a 4 amp charger? Wait, this is still 4 amp, isn't it? Output. No, this is a 5 amp charger. Am I right? No, this is 4 amp. This is a 4 amp. I'm confused which charger this is. Yeah, it's got to be a 5 amp. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And I don't need to speak so loud closer to you guys here. I need to speak louder over this way. Okay, anyways, got an adapter. Perfect. Save that. We have another box here. And this time it's the pump. Is it the same pump that they sent last time? Yes. So we're going to pump the suspension and everything live for you guys. Okay. Put that off to the side. And the packaging on this is different. Look, it's black packaging. It's black foam, I mean. The foam that I got last time with the other V9 was white. Weird. Weird. I have opinions why things the way they are right now. I have my opinions. And I'll save that for the end. Okay, here we go. Here comes the V9. Whee! Here it is, guys. V9. So let's put that there for a second. Oops. Hold on, Yoshi. Okay. And then more black foam in the box. So I'm keeping all that, obviously. Oh, they sent me some snacks. Guys, they sent me a snack here. Desiccant. It's really delicable. Really good snack. No, just kidding. Don't eat this. This is what makes things fresh inside a box. Camera's right there. Okay. Let's throw the box over here. There. And I am going to need to do something here with the camera. Kind of tilt it down just a tad. What's this? What's this? Oh, charger. Okay. Here's the V9, guys. I'm just going to inspect it all. Just make sure it's good. No power pads with this one. So my unit here doesn't have the power pads. That's fine. Because I accidentally forgot to ship out the power pads from the other V9. So I think that kind of makes up for it. Thanks anyway, Jason. I think we were thinking alike there. And Jason at eWheels also sent these wrist guards here. They come with all the wheels. And here it is, a V9. And I hope you guys can see everything okay. Let me turn on a light. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. So what we got to do now, we're going to do some setups here. And I'm going to show you guys on the camera what I'm doing. So let's see. Let's see if it turns on okay. Yes, and the battery's at 64% right now.
Please activate your vehicle. Please activate your vehicle.
And there's some tape covering the power button.
Please activate your vehicle.
So now it's saying, please activate your vehicle.
Please activate your vehicle.
So let's get this all set up.
Please activate your vehicle.
Okay. So let's see. We're going to go to the Inmotion app. Inmotion. Okay. Turn on Bluetooth to allow Inmotion to connect to accessories. So you want to obviously turn on Bluetooth. It looks like it's already on, isn't it? Okay, you have to enable it. I might have turned it off by accident for some reason. Okay, so here we go. We'll do that. And choose your country. So it's going to ask you to choose your country, region. And obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious, or maybe it is. I'm an American, so I live in the United States. Okay, so this is what we have to look at so far. That labeling on there on the wheel might be the old wheel. So let's press this here. Last connected. Oh, okay. So let's do search. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is the new wheel right here. Lock vehicle in app. Do you want to verify it is the owner now? Yes. So now I am a successfully new owner of the new V9. This is my second V9, guys. All right, it's connected. Okay, so here we go. This is where all the magic's going to happen. So, like I said, the last wheel, I hope I'm not too loud to you guys. I'm sorry. So, the last time I bought the V9, I had an issue with the eSIM card. It wasn't connecting. I had to go through several diagnostic steps with Inmotion. And obviously, there's nothing they could have done. It was, I believe it was an older eSIM chip on my unit that couldn't be updated over the air. So that tells me that, here's my opinions. That tells me that my unit that I got was a very early model that probably accidentally got shipped. Or it was one of the models that, that were used for advertisement purposes, or used in CES. That's just a guess. It's just a guess. But something about the wheel felt early. Now we got this wheel. This feels more consumer products, like the box. There's a lot of differences with this unboxing. So this is more, it feels more consumer ready here. Okay. So anyways, the issue with all of that was I wasn't able to connect to Ride Connect. So now it's going to ask you, would you like to activate the Ride Connect feature? So you can do that later by pressing the eSIM icon in the upper left. And it's in the middle of Bluetooth and the battery percentage. I don't know if you can see that. That's the icon for eSIM. Okay, so we're going to activate that now. Yoshi's being crazy. Okay, Ride Connect is not yet activated. Please activate now. If not, it can also be activated later. So I'm going to activate it now. Now, you guys probably maybe don't even know what this is all about, the feature. Ride Connect is a feature where you'll have an eSIM card on board that connects to the internet. Even when your wheel shut off, it will be able to track where your wheel is. You can track your wheel from this app. And you can also lock the wheel from the app when it's turned off. I'm going to show you the locking mechanism later. I'm going to show you guys more things with this unboxing. So right now it's going through a Ride Connect authorization in progress. This didn't happen with my first unboxing. was giving me errors and telling me to go through a diagnostic state, which counted down from 1 to 600 basically, and then gave me an error code. And matter of fact, while that's going in the background, let me show you what that error code looks like. If you ever get it, please contact your distributor or Inmotion directly. Okay, so this was the error that I received with the first model. Okay. Okay, so this might take a little while. It says getting eSIM card information. And okay, so it is counting down from 1 to 600. But this time it's doing that from 35%. So let's pray and hope everything works just fine. And while we're waiting, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. So I'm going to keep both unboxings up on my channel. We got the live version and we got my first version. So both of those are ready. Okay, so here's a... Oh, okay. Now, this is... I didn't show you this in the video, but you will get a stamp when your wheel received a quality control check. So mine was tested for quality on December 23rd. Okay. Now on the first model, I didn't tell you guys this. I didn't include it in the video because I kind of forgot. The quality control check stamp on that was in September. So definitely it was an older version. Here's Yoshi again. Now I'm just saying these things just to make people like, you know, I'm just being transparent, and I'm not blaming anybody in this video, by the way. I'm not blaming Inmotion. I'm not blaming eWheels. It's just something was something is different here, obviously. So it's kind of curious to me, like what happened along the way. All right, so we look at the manual, and I'm just checking to see if there's any differences in the manual. Especially when it comes to air pressure. Now, this is the air pressure chart. Hopefully it will focus. That's the air pressure chart. But there's nothing in the manual so far about top air pressure. It does say for instructions on how to check the air pressure of the top air suspension after using it for a period of time, please scan the QR code to watch the video. All right, let me see if the video is different. It did have a QR code in the last time I unboxed it from the first unboxing, but the video wasn't anything to do with the top suspension. So let's see if that has changed. Let's see. Oops.
Suspension. So included in the box is the suspension pump, and these red covers cover up the holes in which you're going to pump up some air. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this to spin off the cover.
All right, we know that, but let's see if there's a top suspension explanation.
Yes, I would.
No. Okay, so there's no top suspension explanation.
The cover back on and make sure it's securely.
Check out Duff's video on his suggestions on setting up the V9. He does have a part where he does talk about the suspension. So go ahead and check out that video. And This is going to take a while. We're still waiting. eSIM being activated. So I'm not going to mess with anything on my phone now. And we're going to keep the phone over there for now. We can just look at the V9 doing this thing for the time being. We'll see. We'll go over some of the features and we can answer questions anybody has. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about the wheel too. Let me turn down the gain on this for now. Sorry if it's sounding like a booming rocket. Okay, so the wheel goes for $1,300 United States dollars. Right now, currently, it's in stock at ewheels.com. It weighs 51 pounds. That's the lowest of any suspension wheel. This here. It has 2 vertical air shocks similar to the V11Y with a 60 millimeter of travel. And you have the ability to fine tune the damping chambers up top. It has a 1,000 watt motor, 2,000 watt peak, capable of propelling the V9 up to 28 miles per hour. It has high capacity 50 GB, 750 watt hours, 84 volt battery packed with smart BMS functionality. And it's UL 2722 certified. So it went through the checks for the batteries. And if you're living in an apartment complex or working a business that really has regulations on the battery types of your vehicles or anything that you own, the UL certification will help, in theory, pass through. This does have spike pedals of some sort. It has nubs. They're like nubs. So I haven't had any issue when I tested it out with the first unboxing. It has GPS tracking. So offered free for the first year. You can locate and remotely lock your V9 from anywhere. The V9 is the first wheel to offer this feature. This has a tubeless 3x10 street tire, which is the same size as a Falcon and A2. So I'm just reading off these specs because I'm killing time with this Ride Connect connection right now. So the cruising speed is 28 miles per hour. Charge time is 2.5 hours. Be quiet, bird. Jeez. The max load for this is 265 pounds. So that's actually kind of gracious for a wheel this size. And range, 37 miles. I had to do a range test of that just to find out. Let's see. Make sure also, if you're ordering this from eWheels, just try to maybe just ask if it's really coming with the power pads, because this one doesn't have the power pads for some reason. Let me double check the box. Yeah. So there's no power pads in my unit, but that's okay for me because, like I said, the last unboxing had the power pads and I had forgot to set it up. So, Jason, if you're watching this, that's why. Okay. Here we go, guys. Ta-da! Ride Connect activation. Activation successful, guys. Awesome. Beep. Now, as you see in the upper left-hand corner, the SIM card icon is now lit up. It's green. So what else? Vehicle location. So you can choose to do that. You know what I mean? Vehicle location, and you press this, and now it's showing on the map where my wheel is at. It says it's showing up in Russia. Kazakhstan Jambil? What? This is where my wheel is at, guys. What's up, man? Sensei Vegan's in the house. Nice to see you, dude. Long time no see. Doing a live unboxing of my second V9. But this is perfect. This is going to be live this time. Okay, so let's see. I might just need to refresh something in the app. There's a refresh icon. So let's refresh it. And it still says I'm in Kazakhstan. Okay, so let me exit the app first. Yeah, I know the style of the V9 is awesome. I like it. I don't like the front design of it. I'll tell you more about that in a second. So I'm going to restart the app and DD. Connections are good. And let's see if it's refresh positioning. There is an option to press that. It says refresh positioning. Right there. But still says I'm in Kazakhstan. Okay. That's a little weird. Let's see. Okay. I'm just going step by step with you guys together. So I'm going to press this arrow right here. And then it says choose Apple Maps or whatever that is on the bottom. I'm going to press Apple Maps. Oh, that doesn't do anything. It just shows everything in Apple Maps. Okay. So let's do one more thing. Let's turn off the wheel and then turn it back on. And let's see if it refreshes its location. Spartacus says, I am definitely planning on getting the V9 this summer so I can actually get some of my friends to try it. I've had 0 takers to give my Sherman a shot. Yeah. Sherman could be a little intimidating for some people if that's their first electric unicycle. I can imagine that being an intimidating thing because it's bigger, it's heavier. Nope. All right. So the wheel wants to say I am again in Kazakhstan. So let's do another thing here on this app. Let's go. Maybe it's a thing that I need to do on my phone. So let's Yoshi, be quiet. Let's see. Just give me one moment, guys. Go to settings. Let me just make sure all my location settings are on. Location alerts. My locations are on. I'm going to have to go to Inmotion. Yeah, this is all set up correctly in my app. Allow location access, always or precise location. Let's try while using the app. Let's see what happens. Okay. And we'll go to Inmotion. Again, on the app. Ah, there we go. Okay, it updated. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to try my best not to. I don't want to show everybody where I live, first of all. But yeah, we'll do it like this. So there we go. Okay. So the ride connect is working. Now let's test this out when the wheel's off. I want to test the wheel locking feature. That's the only way we're going to be able to find out if this is actually going to be working correctly. Yeah, the features and the price of the V9 is awesome. Definitely, man. Hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a long time, Mr. Sensei, and especially Spartacus too. Okay, wheel lock. Okay, so there's a feature right there that says lock. All right, so I'm going to turn up the gain on my microphone a little bit. Okay. So as you can see right here, the wheel's off. I can pivot the wheel from the hub itself, and it will roll around. Right? So let's see if lock will work when the wheel's off. Okay. Oh, it said failed. Okay. All right. So that said failed for the lock. I don't know if I even did it correctly, but that's the feature. When the wheel's off, you're supposed to be able to lock the wheel when you're away from it. Failed. Let me just double check the website if that's the real functionality. GPS tracking. Offered free for the first year, you can locate and remotely lock your V9 from anywhere. Okay, so let's go into the vehicle location. Let's see. Let me tap the map here. Do I have to do it from here? Let's find out. Oops. Showing you guys where I live. Nope, you don't tap on that. Nope, doesn't look like you can lock it from there. Maybe. Oh, one more thing we haven't done yet. One more thing. Duh. Okay, I gotta turn the wheel back on. Duh. Okay, I turn the wheel back on, connect it to the app, and we need to go into some of the. Uh-oh. One second. I think I might have turned off Bluetooth by accident, and I did. Okay, so we need to go. This is what we need to do. We need to unlock our wheel. So we got to do settings, get it out of transport mode, I mean. So we're going to go. Jeez. Come on. Sorry, guys. Okay, see transport mode. Oh, no, it's already out of transport mode. Okay, never mind. So it's out of transport mode. Yeah, it's out of transport mode. Okay, so let me show you the lock feature when the wheel is on. Okay, so let me show you that. So I'm going to press lock now. Okay, now the wheel is locked. So let me show you what that kind of looks like. See, I can't move it. See, the wheel doesn't turn. It's stiff. See, it's like stiff. That's what she said. Which is good because say you park the vehicle somewhere. You know what I mean? And somebody wants to ride off with it, whatever. They're not going to get any usage from it. But I want the Ride Connect to lock it too. So let's say I was at home and I'm afraid somebody's going to steal my wheel or something, right? Be like, oh, I need to unlock it or lock it. Oh, okay. I think we got it working. Okay, I just unlocked it from the app when the wheels turned off. And it said succeeded. Okay, so that works. So, like I said, the wheel is off. I'm going to press lock now. Lock. Failed. Huh. All right, so something's wrong with that right now on my end. Okay, so let's do a couple other things. We can change the tilt back speed limit, the speed limit alarm. Vehicles disconnected. All right, here we go. Thank you guys for being patient. Oh no, what's going on now? Now I'm getting this now for the Ride Connect. Ride Connect encountered an error. That's what I had going on last time. Ah, yeah. Okay, let's shut off the Inmotion app and then turn it back on. So we're going to go back into the app. BD. And the eSIM card is not activating again. So I might need to connect to it again. Ah, that's odd. So going to have to look into that and see why that's doing that again, which is unfortunate. Okay. So just need to do one more thing here before I continue. We're gonna pump up the suspension next, okay, guys? And then a few other things, and I think we'll be ending the video soon. Yeah, once it's locked, it becomes a brick for whoever stole it, for sure. You're onto something. Let me try something here. Okay, did I just lock it or unlock it? I think I locked it. Yeah, I locked it. Okay, so let's unlock it now. we go. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to just adjust the settings here. So tilt back speed limit. 27 is the tilt back speed limit. Tilt back speed limit 27. Well, speed alarm is at 27. You can change the power assist options here if you wanted to. Diagnosis, sound wave. Metric imperial units, I want it to be miles per hour. That's what is going to affect the wheel in general settings. But in the app, if you want it to be miles, you have to go to account and then metric and imperial units. So we have it on imperial right now. So that's done. All right, so let's pump up the suspension. Let's get that done. It's really easy. All right. And do this. Okay. Here we go. All right, so there's some caps here. And now you can use this adapter if you want. If the PSI in the tubes are completely drained, what that's going to do is the wheel is going to go all the way inside the chassis. So you're going to need the adapter to reach the valve. But it looks like it's pumped up enough where I can do this from right out here. Okay, so what you need to do is make sure this red screw is screwed in all the way. See, look, if I twist it out, air is going to come out right here. So twist it all the way. Make sure this piece here is screwed in tight. So let's make sure it's really tight. This right here. Really tight. Okay. So now when you're twisting this into the valve here, you're going to twist from this part here, the gray right here. Okay. See that? Did you guys see the wheel move? So I'm going to have mine pumped up to 150. And then what you have to do is unscrew the red cap first. So do that first. You're going to let out the most, and you're going to be letting out the least amount of air doing it this way. Then when you see the PSI go down to 0, then you're good enough to unscrew the suspension pump from the gray screw. There you go. Easy peasy. And then you just put the cap back on. We're going to do the other end now. The other side of the wheel. Okay, let's look at the comments here. It says, once it's locked, it becomes brick for whoever stole it. Wilson, my lunch break is over. I'll watch the rest of the live stream later. Hey, man, I'm sorry that you're on lunch break. I hope you had a good lunch, and I appreciate you watching. Okay, so let's go on the next side of the wheel and pump the suspension up. Make sure that red screw is tight. Make sure everything's all tight. And then okay. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to show you the top. I'm going to show you guys the top suspension now. I'm actually going to follow Duff's suggestion, but I'm going to actually add 10 psi more than he put on his. I'm going to probably do mine 50 psi on the top. And what's the best way to show you that? From here? Here. Okay, so we're going to do the top. Sorry, my bird's a pain in the ass. Okay, so there's these rubber caps here, and you got to have either long fingernails or try to get it out with, like a paper clip or something like that. You need to get inside there somehow. Well, in this case, I'll use the knife that I used to open the box with. There we go. So this is what the caps look like. And if you noticed on the cap, if you notice the cap has an angle to it, this is what's going to help you sit the cap back in flush. And I think you want the top part of the angle. Where am I? You want the top part of the angle facing the trolley handle. Okay. What's up, Crazy Eye PEV? What's up? I'm unboxing the V9 again. All right. We're not putting it back on, though. All right. So you want to use this adapter because the valve is kind of deep inside this hole here. It's really easy to feel for it. It's really easy. Screw that in. And there's a top part on the adapter you need to take off. The top part of the adapter is actually for taking out the valve stem out of like a tire or in this case, suspension. Okay, and what was I doing? Where is my pump? Right here. So again, same thing. Screw this screw all the way in before you pump in. All right. Same thing, guys. And I'm going to be adding 50 psi. That's it. And that didn't take too long. It's at like 55 right now because once I unscrew this, there's going to be a little bit of air loss. So that's what I'm going to account for. Not terribly bad. Yes, Yoshi, you're a cute bird. Okay. Screw that. Okay. We're going to do the next side. Unscrew the adapter. You like my Inmotion? You like my Inmotion V9, Yoshi? Okay, I just took the cap off. We'll put the adapter in place again. On the next side, 50 psi. Doesn't need to be terribly tight, just enough until it doesn't give. Now, how you doing today, Mr. Crazy Eye PEV? Do you have to work today? Freaking snowing out here. We lost so much snow. It melted really nice. Like all the snow was gone, and now we have snow again. But we're not getting much. We're getting like maybe 3 inches today. This will all melt away within a week. All right, here we go. 50 psi. Here we go. Oh, now the good thing about this pump, it has a bleed. So if you put too much in, you can bleed it from here. There we go. I'm going to put just a little bit more in there. Good. All right, let's unscrew it. There, and then unscrew it from here. Okay, so out of the whole V9 package, guys, the only things you're going to need to account for as far as pieces are concerned are your suspension pump, the adapter, and these plugs. Now, these are pretty sturdy and they stick in there really nice. You're not going to worry about those coming off. But again, when you put them back in, make sure the angle, like the highest angle, is facing towards the trolley handle, so it sits flush. Okay, perfect. Perfect fit. All right, let me put that away somewhere so I don't lose it. All right, so that's all set up now. It's all set up. Let's see if there's any differences with the wheel itself. Are there any differences with the vehicle? I don't remember that flashing when it came to a brake. Unless I had the headlamp on. Now, if I had the headlamp on, oops, I turned off the vehicle. There we go. See how this light stays on steady? It's good. I like that. But when you turn the lamp off, the middle bar will flash when you come to a brake. So my other unit didn't have that. Okay, so let's put it down on tilt. We're almost done, guys, with this unboxing video. So they're planning for a seat. Yes, they are they're devising a design for it. They're in the stages of designing it. It hasn't been tested out or anything yet, as far as I know, but it's nothing consumer ready at this time. And any of the existing Inmotion seats will not fit this. That's what I got for a response from Inmotion exactly. Okay, so we're still trying to figure out something. You guys want to see a couple other things? Okay. So we're going to our settings on the app, and it has daytime running lights. You can turn that off. If you don't like the daytime running lights, you can turn that off where it says DRL. Watch. Oh, what happened here? It says vehicle disconnected. Having issues with the Bluetooth on this one for some reason. Do that again. We'll go back to DRL. There we go. So you can turn that off, and then turn it back on. There you go. Transport mode, light effects. Light effects. Let's see. It can follow music. It can follow, the light can follow your music. Let's do that. Let's put follow music. And we're going to actually test the functionality of the Bluetooth speakers too. Okay, so again, give me 1 second. You're going to need to go into your Bluetooth settings on your phone for this. And where is it? Oh, okay. It's already in. It already connected to Bluetooth. I didn't need to reconnect it. That's good. Okay, so if you're suspecting your V9 is not connecting to your music, just make sure you go to your Bluetooth settings, and you can find the vehicle in the Bluetooth. Okay, so it's already connected. I'm going to play a royalty-free music on here. Let's do royalty-free. Royalty-free music. Something I didn't do in the last video was show you more of the music. Okay, here we go. What's going on here? You're making me look like a liar here. Okay, it's playing through my phone. You're making me look like I'm a lying sack of shit right now. Okay. Let's do this again. You got to go through the app, select Inmotion Unicycle. There we go. Now it's playing through now it's going through the wheel. That's cool. Change the color. Shut up, bird.
After Loki was on for, when Live Clear, I didn't feel the.
So it's good, but it doesn't have a lot of bass. I mean, it's going to be loud enough where you can hear it when you're riding. Let's do. What the fuck is this? I think you guys get the idea. You can play music through your wheel, right? What's the other light? We got follow speed. So this will follow your speed. Always on. So that's your always on here. Now we have an orange. It looks like it's red to me though. But on the video it looks like it's orange, doesn't it? It matches the front. Let's go through all the colors here. Green, blue. It's a whole wide color selection on there, guys. So I would, and you can disable it too. You can customize your light effect. You can customize how you want it. Look at that. That's cool, huh? So it gives you an option to modify the light effect. Come on, man. Right there. See, it says DIY, so you can do it the way you want it to look like. So I'm not going to mess with that right now, but there's a way to mess with the LEDs. That's cool. I like that. All right. Do you have any questions, guys? Anybody have a question for me at all? Because I think I'm going to end the video here. Oh, an hour and 2 minutes. Do you want to see any functionality of this device or want me to re-explain anything? I've gone through every step, I think. I didn't pump up the tire yet. Let's do that. Let's get that done. Let's do that right now. Beep, beep, beep. What side of the wheel is it on? It's on the left side. Left side. Okay. I bought a new pump, guys. Bought a new pump. It's by Olar Hike, I guess. Had good reviews on Amazon. I used this a couple times already to pump up my car tires with, and it's actually really quick. I have a tire that leaks air on my Jeep, and it was at 22 psi, and I wanted to get it to 35 psi. It took like 2 minutes to do that. Not bad. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. It has different options, has different pressures, I guess. So I'm going to connect it, and that's right. So when pumping up the air on the tires, you're going to need the adapter, at least for me, I think. Because the valve is like really deep inside the rim. Just kind of like how the M10-3 valve is like. It's like that. It's a tubeless tire. Hey, Bird, you're too excited today. Okay, it's at 26 psi right now. .32 psi is fine. It has a max rating of 36 psi cold. Okay. Of course, you do lose some air when you take it off from the valve. I don't know. I might be. Let me try something. Let me try it again with just this. Let's see. Yeah, it's not getting any pressure. Yeah, I can't get it to fit inside. Let me just see how much air got lost. Let me see how much air we lost. Let's do this again. Oh, just like 3 psi. Oh, we only lost 0.5 psi by unscrewing it from this. That's not bad. Cool. Okay, so the tire is all set. Let's look at the comments here. I'm sorry. It says Crazy IPEV says I have the E20 set up to follow speed, not that it goes fast. I want to try that E20. I was thinking about getting one for the purposes of having somebody learn how to ride electric unicycles. I'm also using that this for that purpose as well. I would like to see how the suspension works and the locate track wheel mode. Okay. Good questions. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to turn this off. Got messy in this room really fast. You can't see the mess right now, but it's pretty messy. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we'll turn on the wheel. Give me 1 moment. Make sure everything's all set. Oh, okay. So remember earlier, guys, when I said I had the SIM card didn't come back on? Okay, now it's back on. So there's definitely some bugs with this. So, be patient with it, I guess you could say. And okay, so you want to see the vehicle location feature. Great. So I explained this earlier, but here you can choose to track your position. Vehicle location. So I'm going to refresh the positioning. And I like to do this in a way where it doesn't show my address, but I think I failed with that a little bit. I'm going to show you the map mode right here. But when you see that icon, that is where your wheel is at. There it is. Now, the only way to actually really test this out is if I bring my wheel somewhere and then leave it there and then track it where it's at. Okay, so the wheel is on. Okay. And you said you want to try the track wheel mode. I'm not too sure what that means. But the advertised feature was to lock your wheel remotely. So we're going to try again. I tried this a couple times already and it failed remotely. So we're going to try it again. But we have to have the wheel turned off, obviously. Give it a couple minutes. Let's give it like a couple seconds. Crazy Eye PEV says, I've had 5 strangers try it out so far, and Mary is doing well on it. Nice. Yeah, that wheel is something that it's low cost and it's just easy to have somebody learn on because it has the 2 wheels. And that seems very appealing thing to have. $400 or even $300 when it's on sale. It's not too bad of a steal to help someone learn how to ride electric unicycles. Okay, we gave it some time to shut off a little bit. Let's see if we can lock the wheel remotely. Okay, Matt Wilder. So there's a icon that says lock. My wheel is turned off. So let's see what happens. See, it says failed. And that's why I don't know why it's doing that. So, okay, so the Bluetooth is turned off. I know the wheel is off, but it says Bluetooth is turned off. Let's turn it back on. Let's see if that does anything while the wheel is off. It's just, nope, that's not working. We'll try again. Failed. Let's try the horn. Failed. Now the lock feature does work when I turn on the wheel. That I know. I'll show you that. Okay. So right now, as you see, the wheel is moving easily right there on that access, right on the hub, right? Balancing, it's moving around. I can move it, obviously. Now, when I press lock, what happens? Oh, it says failed. Oh, I got to turn Bluetooth back on. I don't know why I got to keep doing that each and every time. Okay, Bluetooth is back on. Okay, here we go. Press lock. What happens? It says success, but it's still moving. Huh. How's it able to still move? Oh, look at it. It tilted. This is weird. Oh, wait. Okay, it's locked. Oh, no. No, it's not. Is it? I don't know what's going on with this. Huh. Do this again. That's not what happened earlier. Says, do you have an Inmo account? Yes. Yeah, you need. I'm using the Inmotion app where I'm connected to the wheel. Let's double check to see if I have ownership of the wheel. My vehicles. Yep. Okay. Weird. Oh, okay. So the lock did work. So can't move it from the access. Okay. So it's a little hit and miss with the software. Maybe you need account for remote lock. It's supposed to be all done through the Inmotion app, but hey, who knows? Anything is possible. Vehicle details, about vehicle. Oh, maybe I need to do a firmware update. Let's do that. Let's see if there's a firmware update. How do I do that? I forgot. Firmware update. No new firmware found. Okay, so we are currently at the time of this video 1.834. And I can also see when this wheel was activated, which is interesting to look at in their wheel vehicle settings. Obviously, it was activated today. Okay. Okay, so nobody has used this wheel. My last wheel, the first V9 that I had from the first unboxing, says it was activated in October, if that tells you anything. Would you want the wheel to turn off when it's engaged? Would you want the wheel to turn off when it's engaged? I mean, no. I mean, you want to lock it when you're... I mean, yeah, you could do it that way too if you just want to leave the wheel on for some reason, like you need to go into the store and lock up the Inmotion with chains and also lock up the wheel. You could do it that way. But ideally, I would want to lock it when it's off. So that way, if somebody steals it, one, I can track somebody or track where my wheel is at and also lock it so nobody rides off with it. But for some reason, that's not working. Now the wheel's off. Now it says it's working. I just unlocked it. Let's lock it again. And it says failed. Huh. Okay, so we're going round and round with this, and that's about as far as we can go with that. Okay, I think this is all we're going to do for this video, guys. Kind of a long video. I just wanted to be transparent with everything in this unboxing and looking at all the features. I'm going to look at Duff's video on the V9 again because I think he mentioned something about the software being buggy, but he found an answer to why it was being buggy. So I'm going to check that out. And I think what I might do with this wheel, maybe not now, but soon, just my own personal taste, I'm going to tape off the sides here with tape, and I'm going to paint over this orange. I don't like that. I'm going to probably paint it black. And if I can find a way to get this off or cover it with something else, I'm going to do that because I really don't like that. Maybe I can paint over that too. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching this long video and having patience for that. And again, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. How hard is it going to be to put Velcro on pads? Well, since you just asked that question, I have some Velcro right here. Let's Matt Wilder. Oh, don't tell me I got the wrong kind. Okay, well, this is just for testing purposes. How hard is it to put Velcro on the wheel? All right. I don't have any scissors here. I'm just going to do it from right here, guys. I'm not going to cut the Velcro. I just want to see how hard it is to stick on the Velcro to the wheel. Okay, here we go. Oh, stays on easily. Stays on really good. Okay. So this is what be quiet, bird. So this is what I think. I think try the Velcro on the shell. Leave it there overnight. If it sticks really nice, don't worry about it. If you see some slippage from the Velcro and it moves around easily for some reason, or it comes apart easily, wipe it down with some rubbing alcohol. Very light proof alcohol. Just clean it really nice with some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and then try it again. You might not even need to do the alcohol. You might just need to wash it really good. So that's about that. That's about it. And I'm going to end this video now, guys. And I appreciate you watching. Got Yoshi here. She's, like I said, being a brat. You should see all the poop on the desk. Look at the desk. You got some poop here. You got some poop here. You got some. Can you see that? Got some poop over here. Yeah, you're bad. You're a bad little bird, aren't you? Aren't you, bird? Beep. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace out.